Welcome back to Frieren, Anime Review, episode number 21. We're here discussing the 38th episode of the series, 37th episode of the series, which also happens to be the penultimate episode of Season 2. It covers basically portions of Chapter 77 and pretty much the entirety of 78. Yeah, this is the Golden Land arc, an arc that was the previous arc of the series. It's very lengthy. Yeah, it started with 77, doesn't wrap up into chapter 129. It is the longest arc in the whole series. And I'm not surprised, basically, we're starting this arc already. So, Frieren, Fern, and Stark are in this town to deal with dragons. Which, of course, apparently that Frieren had been there before. And then they had this really cool fight where basically Stark is fighting dragons by himself, a lot of them. He gets bitten by one of them. There's a funny moment, basically, we have Fern and Stark just doing this, holding their hands. I mean, Frieren does know the fact these two love each other very much. Like, she knows they're dating. As a matter of fact, she helped basically pick up the stuff for their very first date they have. Yeah. So she knows all about it, no problem. And take on the dragons, of course, he gets healed up, and she gets paid with a grimoire that kind of prevents tongue twisters. It's mostly useless grimoire. And next town, they happen to find, well, basically it's like, yeah, they have to leave this town for a few months because of all the rainstorms. Eventually they do, in fact, have to cross things. They couldn't exactly pay the whole thing because, well, it's mentioned that Frieren spent a lot of money on grimoires because she loves magic. So he's like, okay, I'll take this and I'll pay, and you can take care of this barrier to go to this monastery to get Himmel's book. They do show how Himmel got the book, where apparently, like, they did a mission, of course, the people campaigning against people was poor, so they took a notebook that they weren't using, so he took it and wrote notes in it, and then they break the barrier, they find the book, and of course Frieren is allowed to keep the book, but her books have to stay, but that book he should keep because she knows Himmel the hero. They did mention at the start of the episode, apparently it's been 30 years since his death. Yes, and there's a funny bit of flashback. We have Himmel basically carrying Frieren on his shoulder. Now, it's been shown in the series that in flashback Himmel was actually madly in love with Frieren. And I think Frieren did know, but she wasn't able to speak feelings because time passed very quickly for him, and he passed away. So, yeah, and that's kind of the episode in a nutshell. It's pretty good. We're going to wrap this up next week. And unless, of course, basically that... Now, as far as I can tell, today, of course, we had 2 anime premiere today. What 2 anime were they? They were... Well, most of it was just That Time Crimes and Slime. Dr. Stone premiered yesterday. Yeah, That Time Crimes and Slime, I think, was like the only thing that premiered today. Let's see. Yeah, That Time Crimes Slime did come out today. But waiting for the dub. So tomorrow, 1 a.m. Fish to wrap me up. But as for anything for next week, I don't know. I have no idea. I'll find out soon when it comes to that. Yep. But like I said, in the case, the episode was really good. So that is pretty much a particular video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, to notifications. Well, next up we have is Kamen Rider. We're discussing 4 episodes. That one. See you there.